More on the voting machines. They're threatening to sue Sidney Powell for defamation. That is, Smartmatic and Dominion are. And COVID shutdown welfare is on the way. $600, guys. Get pumped. And pushing vaccines. The vaccine czar pushing vaccines even if you've already had COVID. Ridiculous. This is the end of hour 2 of the Jesse Lee Peterson Show, Monday, December 21st, 2020. Stay tuned for hour 3. Jesse Lee will be right back. But first, Hake news, not fake news. By the way, after JLP, the Hake Report. You can go to thehakereport.com to get this t-shirt, the Hake Report, or sticker, whatever you like. Also, rebuildingtheman.com/stores for all the t-shirts related to Jesse Lee Peterson, The Fallen State, and Bond, Rebuilding the Man. More regarding the voting machines. The Epoch Times reports Dominion Voting Systems CEO John Paulus, P-O-U-L-O-S, maybe that's Greek, told the Michigan State Legislative hearing last week that they are not a front for communism and that they have no ties to Venezuela or Nicolas Maduro. Paulus also reiterated that the machines cannot change votes, although a group that performed a forensic audit of Dominion machines in Michigan's Antrim County suggested otherwise in a December 14th report. And Dominion are a bunch of liberals. They are communists, just like the mainstream media. Dominion, via a law firm, also sent a letter to lawyer Sidney Powell to retract comments that she's made suggesting that the firm may sue her for defamation. Lynn Wood, as acting as a defamation lawyer for Sidney Powell, tweeted to Smartmatic, who also apparently did the same thing, "File your lawsuit." They're also trying to intimidate her into silence. Well, maybe she's defaming them. Who knows? By the way, General Michael Flynn, foreign intelligence agencies, says that foreign intelligence agencies were monitoring the U.S. election and that he's willing to provide information to President Trump. This was as there was this news of solar winds, a cyber attack affecting solar winds, which affects a considerable portion of federal government agencies. Retired Army Lieutenant General Michael Flynn talked to Lou Dobbs on Fox Business on Friday. And COVID shut down welfare. The Epoch Times reports that Mitch McConnell, the Rhino, says a deal was reached on a $900 billion pandemic so-called relief bill. Senator John Barrasko, a Republican from Wyoming, said on December 20th that the final deal would include direct $600 payments and an extension of the small business loan program known as the Payment Protection Program, the PPP, that was set up during the so-called CARES Act in March, which was also supposed to be COVID relief, right? That was your $1,200 Trump bucks, I think. Last week, Senator Josh Hawley, who's 40, like my age, a Republican from Missouri, said that he worked with Senator Bernie Sanders, that socialist, so-called independent from Vermont, to include a $1,200 stimulus payments in the package, but that appears to have been rejected. And the bill also did not include protections for businesses from so-called coronavirus lawsuits. Say you get coronavirus and blame the place that you were visiting, sought by Republicans, nor substantial aid for state and local governments advocated for by Democrats. How about opening back up, am I right? And vaccine Nazis. People should get vaccinated even if they have had COVID-19, says the Operation Warp Speed chief. That's the chief scientific advisor, Monsef Mohammed Slawi, former GlaxoSmithKline pharmaceutical executive, now the Trump administration's vaccine czar. He's Moroccan-born, researched at Harvard, worked at Belgium, spoke on CNN's State of the Union the other day. He said, "It's safe. On the other hand, we don't know that infection doesn't induce a very strong immune response, and it wanes over time. So as a clear precaution, it is appreciated to be vaccinated. It's safe. It will induce a much higher immune response," he says, "and will ensure in case the natural infection doesn't induce long-lasting protection from the virus. It will allow better protection. I think people should be vaccinated indeed." But Jerome Adams says, watch out. Check with your doctor whether you've had it or not and whether you've had antibodies. I'm James Hake. Now on to Jesse, Hour 3.